Hey girls, so today I am coming at you from my dorm room. I am here for the next couple of weeks before school lets out for summer, and no one's home right now, hopefully, so I figured I'd sit down and quickly film this intro. This is my phone case DIY. I made 3 phone cases that I'm really happy with and really excited to show you. I'm sorry if you can hear music going on around me. We're having a fundraiser outside of my room, and so I feel bad, but like I can't really do anything about it, and I'm home by myself for the weekend, so I figured it would be a great time to intro this video. I did work really hard on this video, and the phone cases kind of took a turn for a difference than I thought they were going to come out with, which you'll see through the video. But I really hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! So for the first case, you are going to need phone cases, paper or pictures, a stencil, paintbrush, Mod Podge, an X-Acto knife, and some scissors. To start, we're going to take our printed paper and our template, flip them both over, and begin to trace out the template. This is going to be the piece of paper that's going to go inside of the case once we're done. Next, after we have it all traced out, we're going to take some scissors and begin to cut the piece that we traced. Now, the first time you might not get this perfect, so you might have to eventually go back and trim some of it off, but just to get the basic shape cut out to begin with. Like I said, next we're going to grab our case, pop in our piece of paper, and just make sure that it fits correctly and it looks fine. If it does, we're going to take a pencil and trace out the camera hole, because you are obviously going to want to use your camera with your new case. You're going to pop that piece of paper back out and put it on something to take an X-Acto knife and cut out that circle you just traced out. Pop that little piece out and you have your camera hole all cut out and ready to go. Again, pop it back in the case, just make sure it fits perfectly fine, and if you need to make any adjustments, go right ahead. And also, you can make a ton of these templates like I did here with a bunch of pictures and other pieces of paper, and then I just chose my favorite one, and then I started layering some Mod Podge on the inside of the case with just a paintbrush, and we want this to be a thin layer so that way our paper can stick nice into the case. So we're going to put our paper finally into it, taking our fingers and rubbing it down, making sure that we get all of the air bubbles out of it and just make it nice and smooth. Once I'm happy with the result, I am now going to take my paintbrush again with some more Mod Podge and put a thin layer on the back just to make sure we seal in the paper. For our second case, we are going to need cases, glitter, Mod Podge, a Sharpie marker, and a paintbrush. To get started, I'm just going to go into the inside of the case and take my silver Sharpie marker and draw a bunch of hearts. Now, you don't have to do hearts, you could do many different shapes or whatever you really want. And then I'm also going back in with a second layer just to make the marker a little more opaque, because being on a clear, slicky surface, it needed the second coat. Next, I took some Mod Podge on the same paintbrush as earlier with a thin layer. I layered over the top of the hearts, and then I took some glitter of my choice. I chose some orange that I had laying around the house, and I just lightly sprinkled that onto the back of the case. I wanted this to be a little bit of an clear see-through case, so I didn't put that much glitter through the entire case. I wanted a little bit of see-through. Then I just tapped off the excess, and I saw that I missed a few spots, and so I took some more Mod Podge onto those, and then another little layer of glitter just to fill in any gaps. I again sprinkled off the excess, and then I was finished with the glitter. And once that layer had dried a little bit, I then took another layer of thin Mod Podge with my brush just to cover over the glitter, make sure none of it was falling out, and just to create a clear protective seal on all of the little pieces of glitter that are now inside of my phone case. Then I just let that little layer dry, and I had a great phone case. For our third phone case, we will also need phone cases, some makeup sponges, some paints in various colors, mine will be listed in the description below, some Scotch tape, and some clear glaze. To start, I just took some of that clear tape and I made a design on the back of the phone case. I think I will leave the kind of inspiration phone case down below, and you can kind of make up your own design to whatever you kind of want. Mine didn't turn out exactly how the one I was looking at did, but I still really enjoy it. Now I just put all of the colors of paint that I wanted to use onto a sheet of paper next to it. I then took the paint and I just splattered it everywhere on the phone case that I thought I was going to want it. I just kind of went wild and kind of went with what I thought looked great. And so you can kind of do the same thing. Also, sorry if you can hear the bell tower. I am at school right now finishing up this video, as you saw from the intro, so I am very sorry. But yeah, so I just dabbed the paint in various colors over the tape and continued till I thought it was perfect. Took off all the tape. I let it dry a little bit, but not too much. You don't want it to be fully dry or else you're going to peel off some of the paint. So once it's like mostly dry, I just took the tape off and to remove to see what our design looked like. After I had all the tape off, I decided that it needed a little extra something, so I took the silver Sharpie from the phone case before and I just outlined all of the shapes that I created. I think it just defined where each of them were located and just made it look a lot better. Once I had finished outlining all my shapes, I had to go out to the garage and I just sprayed my clear coat over it just to protect the acrylic paint and make sure that it doesn't chip.